my darlings, it is another weekend, another vlog, and I'm up looking a little bit dreadful, I suppose, but I'm up dressed in my gym kits. I'm gonna head downstairs and do a workout. I woke up to the craziest dream. Literally my heart was pounding in my chest. The parts of the house were like collapsing bit by bit, so almost like line of latitude by line of latitude. The house was caving in, so then like I could see it happening on houses like down the road, and so I was literally like running into the house, like grabbing what's sentimental to me and running out the house again, and like I ran up a hill which we don't even have, and literally watched our house collapse. And then woke up and my husband says to me that Cape Town had an earthquake yesterday. There was and then he's like, he doesn't know if it's fake news or so. I was so confused, I didn't know what was going on. And then he looks it up. He said no, he needs to verify whether this is true or false. But apparently there was an earthquake in the ocean off the shore of PE, but it happened yesterday afternoon. But just so weird that he told me that at the same point in time where I'd just woken up from this dream where houses were collapsing. It's really crazy. But anyway, I'm awake now, albeit a little bit disoriented, but it's time for a workout. So post gym, I have now showered and curled my hair. As you can see, I am so happy with today's curls. They feel like they're gonna hold, so that's always a good thing. I've also done my makeup and I've put lashes on for the first time in I don't even know how long. I think the last time I had lashes on was probably February. And now it's time to pick a dress, because I don't think I've told you yet, but we're going for high tea at the Medeo at the Palazzo at Monte Cassino. So I'm very excited, and of course I always love an opportunity to dress up, especially for a high tea. We are going for my friend Irina's 30th birthday, and I'm just very excited for the day, and to be able to sit outside and enjoy some tea and perhaps a glass of champagne and just have fun with my friends. So yeah, I think I might wear either an Arum Lilea Collection dress, or I might go for one of my lace dresses that I just haven't worn in a while. So I'm gonna try on the Eileen dress from my collection, and I might go with that one. So I think I'm going to be the lady in lilac today. I have just popped on my Eileen dress from the Arum Lilea Collection, which I haven't worn in quite some time, to be honest with you. Not because I haven't wanted to, but because I haven't had any occasion to. So I'm quite happy to have an event to wear it to now. I mean, it's very demure, very modest, and I have popped on my wedding shoes as well, just for fun. And I think this is what I'm going to be wearing. I hope it can handle all the food that I'm going to eat now. But yeah, it's quite nice. I haven't done any fake tan whatsoever, so I feel a little bit pale, but I think because it is a pale color, it's probably not a bad thing, and my hair is so dark that it's providing more than enough contrast, I think. I don't know if I feel a bit like a mob wife with this dark hair. Also think I need to shake out my waves a bit, because I haven't yet done that. I was just letting them cool a little bit. So I have gone for a pink lip as well. I'm wearing Urban Decay Bratz, which is such a lovely light pink. I really do love it. And then I've popped on some purple earrings to match. And yeah, I think this is a perfect choice for high tea, actually. So let me know what you think in the comments below, whether you like this for high tea. I just love the flute sleeves. It's been so long since I've worn it. I absolutely love them. Happy birthday! gonna walk around the gardens and taking pictures as usual. Yeah, as usual. I've just got home from high tea and it's 7:30, so if that doesn't go to show you that it was an amazing high tea, then I'm not quite sure what would tell you. We just had the most amazing time and the weather was absolutely perfect, so it was just such a glorious day and so much fun celebrating a 30th birthday. So what I did want to show you now when I got home, because I've just seen the box, is that our wedding album has just arrived from our photographer. So let me show you what she sent. Okay, so we have the box. Oh, I'm so excited. I have already opened this up, I couldn't wait. But in the sleeve she had sent us our photos and then the flash drives in here with all the large files, and then a whole bunch of prints that she had chosen and had printed out, which is wonderful. I think my dad will be delighted to have those. He'll probably make an album of his own, knowing him. And then she's written this beautiful card, which is just wonderful. I mean, if I could recommend any wedding photographer, I would highly recommend mine. So if you are interested, leave me a comment. I'll leave her details down below, because honestly Danelle was just fantastic. She's so talented and I just absolutely loved working with her. She was such a dream. She did our engagement photos and she also did our wedding photos. So yeah, highly recommend her. I could not be happier with the outcome. So then I have our wedding album in here, which is just lovely. It's like a canvas book. Just be careful with this before I wreck our wedding album. I'm so excited to have this. So I mean, I think I have most of the pictures memorized off by heart, and my goodness did she take so many great ones. And I'm just so delighted to have this. That just makes me so happy, so happy. I honestly wish I could do it all over again. It was just the most magical experience. If you haven't already seen the detailed shots, I did post decor details. This was our seating chart, all the boys looking so gorgeous, getting ready. Oh, this just makes me so happy. Oh, Ryan just looks so gorgeous there. I mean, it's delightful, isn't it, going through pictures of wonderful memories. And I can imagine that this particular book will probably be worn out because of the amount of times that I'll flip through it. And I can't wait to just put this out for our guests to look at every time they pop around for tea or coffee, just to flip through, because it's just, oh my goodness, it's so special. This is my sister getting me ready. I was getting emotional here. I was starting to get a little bit jittery, actually, like starting to try and just breathe. And yeah, sitting in this chair for these photos, oh goodness, I was on the verge of tears. I was really starting to get emotional. And then my dad walked in and the floodgates opened, really. There I was actually in tears. The reason why he's holding my bouquet, actually, because I mean, to the onlooker it might look particularly strange for the father of the bride to be holding the bouquet, but it's because in that moment I had started crying and he had reached into his pocket and got me a tissue, and just in like the exchange he had taken the flowers to help me so that I could wipe my tears. But yeah, and then all my bridesmaids, just the most delightful group of girls, and my dad just smiling like you can't believe. I mean, if that's not a happy father of the bride, I'm not sure what is. Then outside the church, waiting for me to arrive before Ryan went in. And oh my goodness, it just makes me so happy. You can see Ryan's getting emotional here. I'd already had my moment, so by the time I walked down the aisle, I was smiling, I was ready to go, and Ryan was pretty emotional because he hadn't had that time. Yes, you can see even there is a bit emotion. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad. If you haven't printed your wedding photos, let this serve as a reminder for you to print them so that you can enjoy them. Oh, I love that one coming out the church. I really do love it. Yeah, so anyway, lots of great memories. Shall I flick through to the back? I mean, these are all family photos, but yeah, here's some big prints of our couple shoot. Just in case you're like me and you like to enjoy wedding photos. It's just so special. My goodness. So if you were supposed to be a bride in 2020 and you have postponed, I hope that this little few minutes of flicking through my wedding photos gets you excited about your upcoming nuptials as well, because you have a lot to look forward to. You really do. So now I think it is time to take all my makeup off, my lashes too, and I think what I need to do is prep my reading list for the Halloween Readathon. So if you haven't already seen or heard about my Halloween Readathon, I'll link you to the previous video which explains it all, and I'll leave the blog post down below so that you can get full insights as to the readathon. And I'm just hoping that we can have a whole lot of fun. I've got the books in mind in my head, so I just need to write them down. I think I'll be doing 4 or 5. I'm gonna try for 4, and then if I have time I'll do a 5th one. So we'll see how it goes. And I'm just really excited. I've got a couple of really good reads on my list, so maybe 4 is a good idea. Anyway, I'll share the final list with you as soon as I've decided on it. Good morning everyone. Today is Monday and I'm busy getting ready for the day and the week, and I have been going through my reading list for the October reading challenge, so I thought I would end the vlog by taking you through my reading list for the month of October and for the readathon. So to start off with, I've got my crib notes so I can read off here. The first book that I've got on my TBR is a book that starts with an S on the map. That's The Sweet Shop, and for that one I have picked Sherlock Holmes, A Scandal in Bohemia. So I've got the full volume of the adventures of Sherlock Holmes, and it happens to be the first story, so that counts as a short story. It's not very long, and I'm very excited because I've never actually read any Sherlock Holmes. The next on my TBR is The Dress Shop, and that book prompt was a fairy tale or a fairy tale retelling. So I have gone for Alice Through the Looking Glass, which I have never read. You may remember I read Alice in Wonderland earlier this year. I think I read it in July. So the second story, Alice Through the Looking Glass, will be my fairy tale for The Dress Shop. My third book prompt that I've selected is Pumpkin Spiced Lattes, which is a book that you've been wanting to read for ages, and that for me is A Gentleman in Moscow. I've been trying to read it and I haven't got very far in it at all, so October is going to be the month that I definitely finish this book, and I'm very excited to. The bit that I have read so far has been so delightful, so I'm very excited to continue reading this one. The next book on my reading list is The Pumpkin Patch, which will be my next stop on the map, and the book prompt there was a book about personal growth, and I have decided to go with an autobiography, and this one happens to be a Goodreads winner. I think it was 2016 when I checked. This is When Breath Becomes Air. It's about a doctor who specializes and then through life's journey ends up becoming a patient. So from doctor to patient, and that perspective, I've heard it's incredibly moving and just gives you a great perspective on life in general, so I'm very excited to read this. Of course, there is the personal journey of the author throughout the story, so I'm quite intrigued. It's just a short read and I imagine it's going to be very special. The last book on my reading list for the readathon is The Haunted House, and that had the book prompt of either reading a thriller, a mystery, or a horror. and my favorite out of those three genres is definitely a thriller. So I've gone for Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. I've never read anything by Riley Sager, but I saw they had a special on the Kindle edition on Amazon, so I've decided to go for that. And so I don't actually have a physical book, but I do have the Kindle version. So let me show you the cover of that. So on the Kindle special, I managed to find a great price on Home Before Dark, which is a new release, I believe, and I've heard so much about it, so I'm very excited to dive in here. And it is all about happenings that occur within a house, so strange happenings within a house, and I think that fits the book prompt perfectly. So that one's probably the one that I'm most excited for during the month of October, but they all seem fantastic, so I'm really excited for all of them. I imagine the Sherlock Holmes and Alice Through the Looking Glass won't take me long at all. I imagine those I'll be able to do within a week, and then the rest I'm hoping I can get through a week each. So that will be, if I complete the full challenge, it'll be 5 books within the month of October, which is fantastic. That really is fantastic. So we'll see how it goes. It's a lot of material to get through, and I don't normally cover this much ground in a month, but I'm very excited because that's what a reading challenge really is good for. It's just you know, focusing you on reading and accomplishing your reading goals, and it's also great for your yearly goals of reading. So very happy, and I also am very happy that I'm tapping into a number of different genres. You know, I've got non-fiction, autobiography, I've got a short story, I've got a fairy tale, so children's literature, and then I have got 2 works of fiction, adult fiction. So it'll be A Gentleman in Moscow, which is historical fiction, which is one of my favorite genres, and then I've also got the thriller, which is also one of my favorites. So I think it rounds out the reading list quite well. I'm very happy with the number of categories that I'm ticking off there. So now it's just a matter of getting through the challenge. So I hope you're all ready and you've got your reading list ready to go. If not, you've still got a few days to figure things out and to get started with me. And I hope you really enjoy. So if you have got your reading list all sorted out, please do leave me a comment on the blog post so that we can all just consolidate all our reading material on one particular blog post, which I think will be so nice to look back on. And yeah, I just hope you have so much fun, and I hope you enjoy it, and I'm looking forward to seeing all your stories on Instagram and all your posts, and I think it's just going to be a little bit of fun, really. So thank you so much for watching this vlog, as always. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I hope you have a wonderful October readathon. I'm wishing you all the best for it, and I hope that you manage to meet all the goals that you set for yourself. So enjoy, and I will see you in my next vlog. Bye guys.